Hey YouTube, how everybody's doing? I just wanted to do a video about Meagan Good. I like her. We close in age. I think I'm 2 years older than she is, if not two, maybe three. But anyway, I think I'm 2 years. You know what? That's not here or there. Anyway, her husband, uh, he recorded her working out, and he mentioned something about her being pregnant, and she didn't deny it. She just, hunched up her shoulders and smiled. So I think Megan Good is expecting a baby. This will be her first baby. She's 43 years old. So she might just want to go ahead and have a baby before she get too old and regret it. And I hope she is pregnant. She deserves it. She's married. She's beautiful, and she need to have a baby. Now I wish, you know, those things would have came to me in life. I wanted to be a mom, but unfortunately, I never met the right guy, and I didn't want to be a single mom, and I just didn't want to be a baby mama and stuff like that. But if I would have met the right guy and he would have put a ring on it and everything, I would have had me a baby. I'm for women. If you're married, have a baby. If you're married, just don't go out here being baby mamas and bringing drama to some man life. Have a baby by somebody that love you and care for you. That way it'd be a joy on both sides of the family and everything. And you just want to be a baby mama. So many black women, they just baby mamas, and then they bitter baby mamas and stuff like that. But either get married and have a baby, or be like me, just don't. Life didn't happen and don't have kids at all. I'd rather not have kids at all than to be just a baby mama. And I hear people saying it's blessings in having kids, and it may be true. It is probably blessings in having kids to see like your generation go on and everything. I myself don't have a baby. Of course, I don't have a baby, but I have a nephew, and he looked just like me. And it took for my brother to make a baby to see that we look alike. And because me and my brother and I, we have two different fathers. My mama ended up marrying my stepfather. But I always assumed that he looked like his daddy side of the family. But it took my brother to make a baby. I'm like, my nephew looked like my baby pictures. And my brother looked just like us. And he would claim us in a heartbeat. He would say in a heartbeat, I'm a Jackson. I'm a Jackson. Because that's our last names. Of course, he got his daddy last name. But other than that, back on Megan. If you follow me, I go on and on and on, and I get off the treadmill, or well, I tread off, but I get back on. But anyway, I'm really hoping that Megan Good really is pregnant because she deserves it. She deserves it. She have a little bundle of joy, a little boy, girl to put out there in the world, even if it's just one child. Megan, she having her baby, and what's her name? Ashanti, she had her baby late in life. You don't have to be in a rush and have babies. You don't have to have them super young. But I'm glad for Megan. I hope she really is pregnant and everything. I hope she is expecting. And sometimes I wish, like, nature didn't happen to me so quickly, and maybe I could have met the perfect guy. But you know, I done cried about that and everything. I'm all cried out about that. It didn't happen. But, sometimes you wish you can change things. But God made it where it happened like this, and that's the way it is. Unless a miracle happened and some kind of way my womb opened up and I can bear children for the right man, it would still have to be for the right man. If if a miracle do happen, I do believe in miracles. I do believe in the Lord upstairs and everything. He do make things happen. I may not go to church every Sunday, and I may not quote Bible verses, but I do believe in a higher power. But if he ever, create a miracle and make my womb open back up, and I meet the right man, I would have a baby. I mean, I would love to have a baby. You never know what God can do. I'm not like wishing this on nobody or hoping this happen, but like if a disaster happened in the world and it wiped most of the people off this planet, I'm just hypothetically speaking. I'm not saying it's gonna happen or hoping that this happens. And and God needed somebody to populate the world, and then He had very few people. Don't you think God will open up my womb and make that happen, and I have a child? I have a little bundle of joy, boy, girl. But anyway, I think every woman, if she wants to, only if she wants to, should have a baby of her own. And then everybody be like, adopt, adopt. That's not so easy. And plus, you want something with your DNA. You want something that look like you, act like you, something that's look like you. If a woman adopt, that child not gonna look like her or act like her or have her mannerism and everything. For example, my cousin, I had a cousin that died back in, yeah, 97. When she died, she left three kids behind. But her baby daddy, he took care of his kids. Okay, she had three babies. Even though they don't remember their mother that well, they look like their mom, and they had a mother mannerism. And that goes to show you don't have to be in a child life. Even though my cousin, she was a good mom, she ended up dying or whatever. Her kids have her mannerism. They act like her. They look like her. One of them super girly like she was. One of them like to dance, and she closed her eyes when she danced, and she got rhythm and could sing like a mom. And then the boy, he died when he was 20 or whatever. But he act like his uncles. He act like his uncles. His uncles was violent, and sad to say he lost his life, and he was violent like his uncles. But people always say, you can't have kids adopt. You don't want nobody else, baby. You want your own, you know? But anyway, back on topic. I hope Megan Good. I hope she really is pregnant. And she deserved it. I don't know her from the man on the moon. I don't know her anything like that. But if that's what she want, I hope that she is pregnant. And I've been talking for way too long because I'm running out of shit to say. And if you've been following me for this 7 minutes and 23 seconds that I've been on this motherfucking channel, please hit the like button and subscribe. My other two videos that I did earlier today, hope you like. Look at those, comment on them because that helps. And if you've been following me all this time, guess what? That means you fuck with me. And if you fuck with me, I fuck with you. So hit the like button and subscribe and donate to my channel because YouTube is not motherfucking YouTubing. Not at all. They're not motherfucking YouTubing. So my cash app is flawless J1. And my Venmo is Chevette_Jackson number 2. So please donate. Help my channel out. Bye.